All right, so what happened at D&D last night? Why is it that I cast Comprehend Languages and then I kicked over a desk and I lit everything on fire? I don't know. Why would I do that? That's not usually the way I play. You know, I'm usually like one of these guys that likes to, play a little bit of combat, a little bit of puzzle solving, a little bit of, social interaction. Well, I build a social character and his name's Risk because he likes to take risks. And he's like a bard, half rogue, because we're playing this campaign. We're all rogues. There's 3 of us, and then we're half something else. So like classing. So anyway, I'm the half rogue, half bard, and I figured, oh, this would be great because I'll have all these like social skills, all these interactions. I guess I kind of look like this. I'm a half elf, charming, and I went to the College of Whispers, so I've got this great ability where I can like make people scared of stuff if I can talk to them. But I'm in this campaign with DM, and I love DM, and I love the stories that he tries to tell. But my build is just so wrong for this story because we're in this kind of like shadowy world where all this crazy stuff's going on. Like things are confusing, and you have to take these like red berries or these blueberries to like make things make sense, and things are look more distant than they actually are, and it's a perception thing, like you're tripping the whole time, and I've never tripped, so like I don't know what that is, but anyway, it's really confusing. So I don't know, my character's just not built for that. Okay, so anyway, we're breaking into this place because we're rogues, right? We're breaking in, we're trying to find a guy who's supposed to be able to tell us how to get the heck out of this world so we can go to a normal world where I can use my character and I can talk to people and I can use my skills. So we get into this building and we're running around like rogues and we're looking at stuff. So we're looking and we find this table. Okay, so like I guess there's this desk. Okay, and there's a desk, and then on the desk there's a circle, and it's kind of like a map. And I'm like, okay, great, a puzzle. I like puzzles. So the DM says, okay, there's a red candle, and there's I don't have a blue marker, but there's a blue candle. Okay, and I said, okay, I'll take the blue candle, and I'll put the blue candle at like 12 o'clock. You know, and both candles are lit, and so I put the blue candle at at 12 o'clock. And he says, okay, great. So then. Something happens to the map and something lights up, a little symbol. And I'm like, okay. He's like, do I recognize the symbol? No, you don't recognize the symbol. Okay, fine. All right, I put the red candle down at like 3 o'clock. What happens then? Okay, something else lights up, another symbol. Great. Do I know what that is? No, you can't see it because it's blurry because, you're in this world where you can't see. I'm like, what is... All right, fine. So, all right, I said, fine. Here's what I'll do. I said, I'll blow out the red candle, see what happens. So you blow out the red candle. Okay, so both of the symbols that had appeared disappear now. I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right, I'm going to pick up the blue candle and move it to another position. No, you can't pick up the candle now. It's frozen. It's locked to the table. You try to pick it up, it doesn't move. Okay, so like I'm sitting here with the other guy. There's a half barbarian. He's off somewhere because he's kind of like got this weird thing going on where his intelligence very low. And anyway, and then there's a rogue. I'm in the room with this rogue wizard, and I don't know. We'll call him the rogue wizard, and he's trying stuff, and that's not working. So we're getting really frustrated with this puzzle, and I like puzzles, and I'm trying, and and I'm like. Okay, fine. I will cast Comprehend Languages. I'm looking at my character sheet, and I'm like, this is great. Finally, I got some skill I can use. Because I couldn't understand the symbols on the map. I'm like, okay, great. Comprehend Languages. And he goes, well, you sort of kind of make out one symbol says, like, desert, and another one says danger, and you don't understand what the rest of the symbols say. And I'm like... I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, I get that you want me to solve your puzzle, but you're not giving me enough clues. And by the way, Comprehend Languages, let's read this, okay? Comprehend Languages, first level divination spell, casting time is 1 action, cast it on yourself, and the duration is an hour. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see. But you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. I'm standing right here. I'm standing right next to it. Okay. Takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. The spell doesn't decode secret messages or text or a glyph that isn't part of the written language. I should know what those characters mean, right? I mean, that's the way I read it. Maybe I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, put it in the comments below. So I'm sitting there, right? So he's like, that's all I'm going to give you, basically. So I said, fine. So I kicked over the desk. So I just knocked it over. I just kicked it over. And he's like, really? You really kicked over the desk? I'm like, yeah. He said, okay. So like 25 guys like pile into the room. And these are like shadowy guys. They're like, half of them are clear and half of them aren't clear. And I don't know what the difference is. None of us know what the difference is. And I'm like, okay, great. So I get backed into a corner and I'm like, well, I'm just going to poke one of the clear guys in the eye. He's like, okay, poke clear guy in the eye. And he starts like changing colors, you know. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? I said, you know what? I got my rapier out. I'm slashing at these guys. And he's like, yeah, you're not, you know, it's going through them and they're reacting, but, you know, there's nobody bleeding or anything. I said, fine, I will cast Firebolt. So I cast Firebolt on one of the guys and he lights up like solid, like white. And so I just keep casting Firebolt. I mean, meanwhile, in another room, these guys are figuring out that all you got to do is feed them the berries. If you feed these guys one of the blueberries, they turn into a pile of goo, and that's it. But see, I'm not metagaming, so my character doesn't know that. So I'm just sitting here casting Firebolt, and these guys are cornering me in this room. Finally, I remember that like I'm at the bottom in this corner by this staircase, and I jump to the top of the staircase, and then I get out of the room. But that's why I kind of played it that way. I tried to do something with my character. I tried to do something with the rules, and then that wasn't going to happen. So I just got mad, you know, and I kicked over the table, or my character got mad. But actually, I was a little bit upset too. So I know that's not my usual style of play, and I don't want to be a jerk player, you know, PC. But like, what else could I have done in that situation? You know, give me some suggestions and. You know, let's talk about it. Maybe you guys could come up with something. So that's the reason why I cast Comprehend Languages, kicked over a table, and started lighting things on fire. So was I right? Was I wrong? I don't know. It's D&D. There is no right and wrong. But obviously I screwed up the puzzle and we got out of there. We sort of didn't get out of there. I don't know. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel.